Hi, I'm Tania and welcome to the Mama Baby Yoga Sessions. I'm so pleased you've decided to join me. This session is really going to the basics and keeping it simple and building you back up, building your strength back up after giving birth to a whole new human. So the idea is whether you've done yoga for years or whether you're new to it, we're going to keep to the basics, and it's all about really looking after yourself and doing something nice for yourself. And ultimately, hopefully, you will really enjoy this and enjoy this time with your baby. Now, before we get started, I'd just like to ask you, if you can't access anything right now, get a ribbon or ribbons or some bright fabric or something. We're going to do a little bit of sensory with your baby, but if you don't have any of that, you could just use your fingers. And maybe next session, bring that with you if you join us next session. This is what I've got access to, so this is what I'm using. The more colourful, the better, or at least patterns or something. And sadly, because of lockdown, I don't have my baby doll with me, so this is going to be my baby. Hope it makes sense. So this is the front and this is the back. I will try and show it as much love as possible. Okay, so we're going to just move gently through different positions. I ask that you don't push yourself too much, just do what feels comfortable, and if you find something difficult, that's fine, it's not a problem. If you keep on at it, you'll slowly but surely build up. Like I say, this is all about doing something really kind and lovely to yourself, for yourself. Okay, so we're going to just start off by standing up tall, putting our feet a little bit aside, and we're just going to rock. So we're holding baby nice and gently, we're just going to rock from side to side, just to get our blood flowing a little bit. And I have to apologize for my creaky floor. Very creaky. So this is just gentle rocking. I love this, it makes me feel so relaxed, but it should get rid of some of those cobwebs. And if you feel like you can do a little bit more, bend your knees and twist a bit more to the side. The baby should be finding this nice and soothing as well. Just waking up the body a little bit. You can lift your toe off the floor if you feel it's okay and you're not going to fall over. Great. Okay, so we're going to start in mountain pose at the top of our yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's fine. As long as you're on a rug or a carpet somewhere comfortable, then you're fine. But if you do have a yoga mat, awesome. So we're going to start off with our feet hip width apart. Now, this is something that's actually going to be really important for you, is I want you to lift up from the pelvis. So as if you're lifting up at the front and then you're grounding at the back. So not this or that. I want you to feel like you're lifting like that. Yeah? And if we can, this is a real basic position for yoga. But if we can keep this up all the way through, we're going to be just naturally building up our pelvic floor. So I'll keep on reminding you. But if you can pull that up, okay, and also remember to relax those shoulders back and down. Okay, so I'm going to stay standing at the top of your mat, but I'm going to stand facing forward just so that you can see what I'm going to do. So if you hold baby in your left arm, pull your pelvic floor up, lift to the front, ground at the back. Okay, and we're just going to start with some basic stretches. So if you can reach up high, swim out to the side and back down. Looking at baby. Up to the side and down. Okay, shoulders back and down, breathe in. And out. In. And out. Once more. In. And out. Very good. And swap over. And in. And out. Remember to relax those shoulders. Pull up the pelvic floor in. And out. In. And out. In. Once more. And out. Fabulous. Okay, so we're going to stand in our basic mountain pose. Nice and tall and strong. Up at the front, ground at the back. And we're going to bend forward and put baby down. But try and keep your back straight. And knees a little bit bent. Breathe in. And out. And I want you to do half forward fold. Breathe in. So straight back as if it's a number 7. And don't look up, look down. We want a straight neck. Okay. Very good. And breathe in. And bend all the way forward. Now I'd like you to go onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do cat-cow. Now the basic pose here, once again, pull your pelvis in and your shoulders. So I want you to lift from your shoulders. So if you bend your elbows and push up, get there and push further. So pelvis in and really up. Neck straight. Okay. And we're going to breathe in and lower our bellies. And out. Blow on baby if they like that, just to keep them involved. Breathe in. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Now I want you to try ground in your feet, and all I want you to do is tap your right toe back, keep your belly in tight, and now your left toe. Very good. So try not to lean to one side or the other, and ground in all 5 fingers on either hand. 4 fingers. Okay, so put your tummy in tight, tap your right toe, and then your left toe. One more time, tap your right toe, and then your left toe. Okay. Now, you're welcome to do normal press-ups if you're feeling really strong, but I want us to ease into this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do box press-ups. And as we go down, we're going to kiss baby. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, kiss. I just realized my baby's upside down. Up. 2. Pull that pelvic floor in. 3. Up. Relax the shoulders as much as you can. 4. And 5. Very good. Okay, so just sit back and just give your wrists a bit of a break. Now normally this would be child's pose and we go back like that, but to keep baby engaged, just give them a nice bit of just while we're getting our wrists, giving them a break. If you keep at yoga, you'll find you'll get a lot stronger wrists. I broke both my wrists yesterday, and it's amazing if yoga's done with them. Okay, so go back up on your hands and knees. Alright. Can you tuck your toes in? Breathe in. And breathe out and push up into downward dog. Now, if that feels uncomfortable, bend your knees. We want you to have a straight back and your head between your arms. But if you need to bend your knees, please do. Okay? So breathe in and out. One more time. In and out. Very good. So bend your knees, bring your belly towards your thighs, look forward and slowly walk back up and place your feet on either side of baby. Okay, and breathe in, and we're going to ground before we lift. So breathe in and lift slowly. And breathe out. Place your hands front. And remember, pelvis up, lift the front, ground at the back. Okay. Now if baby wants a little cuddle, give them a cuddle. Otherwise, either with your fingers or grab your piece of fabric. We're going to do some sensory movements with baby. So feet more than hip width apart on the edge of your mat if you've got a mat. And I'd just like you to rock from side to side gently with your piece of fabric above. Maybe pulling in your pelvic floor. Let's just keep that going. This will be great for baby's senses, eye tracking, really good. Top hands. And bend your knees as much as you can. Okay, now grab both, and we're going to do a figure of 8, and when you're leaning out towards each side, I want you to stretch and feel a stretch down your back. Let's go. So you're keeping your feet flat on the ground here. And hopefully, baby is enjoying this. If not, pick them up and give them a nice little cuddle and a little rock, like we did at the beginning. You will probably have worked your back quite a lot, carrying this whole human around, so it's always good to have a good stretch. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to keep this handy for either keeping baby entertained or just generally, I'll keep it handy. So keep it handy wherever you can. Okay, so we're going to now do something for baby. So if you stand with your feet on either side of baby, nice strong mountain, hands together. So rise at the front, ground at the back. Okay, breathe in and out and back. Very good. Breathe in, half fold. And out. Bend your knees and just relax. Okay, go into hands and knees and sit back. Very good. Now we're going to pick baby up and put them on their tummy. If they haven't done tummy time before, you might want to put a bit of some fabric towel or something underneath their chest just to give them a little bit more support. You can also put a toy in front of them, but what we want to do is try and get them engaged with us and entertained through us. So we're going to do some movements that can work with them. Otherwise, we're not going to do it for long. So try and put them on their tummies for a bit. And you'll hopefully keep them happy just for a short while. So if you go onto your hands and knees, okay, we're going to do one plank. So you can either do a knee plank or you can do the full plank. So in your hands and knees, I want you to pull your pelvis in, put one toe back, the other toe. Now if you need to do that, make sure your bottom is lowered, but otherwise we're going to go for 3, 2, 1. Very good. If you can lower like that, great. Otherwise, lower your knees and lower down. Okay, and give baby some attention. Make sure they're happy. You might want to give them ribbon to play with. Okay, now I'd like you to put your hands next to your ribs, and we're going to do some back strengths. So you need to put your stomach in tight. Okay, you ready? So breathe in and out. In and out. And kiss baby if you can. In and out. Nice and gentle. Okay. Now we can either go into plank or we go onto our knees. So it's up to you, either plank or knees. And then I'll meet you in downward dog. Run out of space. And breathe in. And out. Okay, bend your knees. Look forward. And gently make your way up to the top. Okay. Now, if you can pick up baby like this, great. Otherwise, lower to your knees, sit back and pick up baby. Very good. Give baby a nice little hug. Little rocking hug, yes, well done. You did so good. Okay. And when baby is happy, lay them down on their backs this time. Go back into hands and knees. Okay. Tuck your toes under into downward dog. Breathe in. And out. Bend your knees, look forward. If you're already up, just keep on rocking baby. Okay, very good. We're going to grab baby and we're going to ground to rise. So you ready? Breathe in. And out. Very good. Okay. So now we're going to do some standing power moves. So hopefully you're feeling strong. Once again, I will go to the basics, but I'll also give you the options to do slightly more stronger work. So just stick with what feels most comfortable for you. All right, so we're going to start with tree. Okay. Now, I'd like you to stand with your feet together and really feel that you've got all those parts of your feet on the floor. So raise your toes and feel if you've got all 4 corners of your feet on the floor. Okay. Remember to rise at the front and ground at the back. Okay. So if you really put all your weight into your left foot, but try not to collapse, is the word I was looking for. All your weight, but still strong, rising the front, grounding at the back, shoulders back and relaxed. We're just going to just gently try out our balance. So lift your right toe a bit and down. And you might want to be staring at one spot just to keep your balance up, down. Really don't want anyone to fall here, so it's really important that you take the slow up and down. Now you can either just keep your right knee raised, or you can put it just below your knee, or if you feel you've done yoga for quite some time, sorry, put it on your inner thigh. Keep everything strong and raised. Try not to collapse into anything. You want to push your left thigh into your right foot. Raise your pelvis, ground at the back, and breathe in. And out. Very good. And gently lower that. Okay, now we're going to put all our weight onto the right foot and try not to collapse like that. So stay tall, raise at the front, ground at the back. Okay, and we're going to just try and test out our balance. I seem to have rubbish balance. All right, so just raise your left knee a little bit and down. Make sure your right foot, you're on all four corners. So raise a little bit and down. And now either keep it up there, put it just below your knee, or if you can, if you've been doing yoga for a long time, don't push yourself if you haven't. And push your right thigh into your left foot, stand up tall. Breathe in and out. Very good. Okay, so just give your legs a little bit of a shake. And let's do side to side for baby, because that's been quite motionless for them. Hopefully they're still happy in your arms. Okay. Now we're going to do what I think is the perfect pose for you as new moms, because it's called the goddess pose. And having given birth to new humans, these beautiful babies, you are all goddesses really. So we're going to stand with our feet quite wide apart, our toes 45-ish degrees angles, so pointing out to each corner of the room. And what we're going to do, so snuggle baby, give them a chat, whatever you want, kisses. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to lower, so keep your rising to the front and grounding in the back. So I just want to show you, you don't want to be leaning forward, you want to be standing nice and straight, pulling your pelvis up and grounding at the back, so that as if you're going down a wall as you go down, yeah? And remember to keep those shoulders back and relaxed. Okay, shall we give this a try? Rise at the front, ground at the back, relax shoulders. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. And lower down. Go as low as feels comfortable. And up. So breathe in and out. In and out. Remember not to lean forward. Okay. Now you can either stay there, go lower if you can, or stay, even if you're just there, that's absolutely fine. Now if you can, if you want a bit more challenge, raise your right heel, lower it, left heel, lower it, and now if you can, pull your pelvis in, your core in, and lift both heels. Hope you're feeling a bit of a shake there, and lower it down. Very good. Okay, so slowly bring your feet back together. Okay, and can you come back to front? Rise at the front, ground around at the back. Okay, we're going to put baby down, so breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Put your hands down and go back into hands and knees and sit back on your heels, and we're going to do a little bit of baby massage. Okay, so sit close to baby. If you're not comfortable sitting like this, sit cross-legged or any way that feels comfortable to you. You can sit but remember to do whatever you do nice and slow and gently. So if you need to sit cross-legged, that's fine. Just remember not to slap. Try, keep that pelvis up, back straight, shoulders back and relaxed. I'm going to go back onto my knees. Okay, so we're going to start. Today's going to be all about the digestive system. So we're going to start by clockwise. It should always be clockwise, just gently rubbing around their belly button. And you could sing a song to them, do a nursery rhyme. Most mums in my classes get a bit embarrassed, but since you're at home, why not? So just gently rub around their belly. If they don't like it, you don't have to do it. You can pick baby up and give them a nice little cuddle. Take your cue from baby. So if they're not enjoying this, just give them a cuddle. This is the time to do some nice things for them. Okay, very good. So now what I'd like you to do is grab gently around their ankles and gently push their knees into their bellies. Sadly, because I don't have my doll, I can't demonstrate. So if you pretended I was your baby, you'd be pushing gently by holding ankles. Okay. So holding their ankles, gently push in and out. There should be a little bit of resistance. That's okay. This is great for wind and general. It's great for wind for anybody. Okay. And we'll do it one more time. Very good. Okay, so pick your baby. Lovely. All right. So if you can gently go onto one side and move your legs out in front of you, holding baby, sitting up tall, pulling in your core, feet flat on the ground. Okay, so we're going to do both, but we're going to do gentle both. So I'd like you, if you can, put baby on your knees. Now, you might have to hold on to baby. If you can, put your hands behind your back, great. But if you have to hold on to baby, then do so. Even if you can use one arm, that's fine. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll demonstrate using one arm. Okay, but if you can use both arms, great. So sit up tall, shoulders back and relaxed. And what I'd like you to do now, you can either just stay here, you can put your toes on the ground, but if you can, lift one leg and then the other leg, keeping your tummy in tight. Okay? With one or two hands on the ground behind you. Now, if that's enough, great, just stay there. But if you want a bit more of a challenge, put your hands out in front of you. Very good. Eventually, we could get to the point where we could do full boat, rocking up and down. But for now, this is fantastic. So put your hands down and lower your feet. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. So can you cross your legs? Now, I'm going to turn around, but you stay sitting wherever you feel comfortable. What we're going to do is the cobbler's pose. But if you don't feel comfortable, don't worry. Don't do it. But this is great, a great hip opener. I struggle with this. I've got very tight hips. So if you can hold baby and grab your toes, great, but if not, that's fine. Sit up tall, your core in, feet together. But even if they have to be there, so be it. Out of the shop. So I have a thing about having my mat straight. Okay, so feet together. Normally we would start by holding both toes, but we've got babies, so a bit more of a challenge. If you want to put baby down, put baby wherever feels comfortable for you, but I'd like you to try and sit up as tall as you can, shoulders back and down, and just sit here for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Can you take the deepest breath you've taken all day? Breathe in, and out. Brilliant. And if you aren't already cross your legs. And I'd just like you to do one last thing, and this is stretching our necks. A lot of you will probably find you like this a lot from carrying your baby and probably stress. So we just want to do a little bit of a mini neck stretcher. This is a good one to do when you're feeling a bit tense. Okay, so sit up tall. Okay, shoulders back, relaxed. Put your one hand, let's start with our right hand on the floor next to you. Can you move it up and around, keeping the shoulders down? Grab the other side of your head and just gently pull it to the side, to the right. Keeping your left shoulder nice and relaxed down and back. Breathe in and out. Down to the side. Swap sides, so your left hand on the ground next to you. Remember to sit up tall, shoulders back and relaxed. Raise it around. Grab on the right side of your head. Gently pull it, just gently pull it to the left. And remember to relax your right shoulder back and down. And breathe in. And that's concluded our first Mama Baby session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. And I hope all goes well with you. Namaste.